Good evening, students. I am Srimati A.V. Kedare, TGT English from JNU Pune. Today, I am going to teach you the lesson "A House is Not a Home" by Zan Godioso. Zan Godioso, the author of this lesson. This lesson is from Supplementary Reader Moments, Class 9th. Zan Godioso is an author and the editor of the 5 books in the famous Chicken Soup for the Soul series, like the famous Chicken Soup for the Teenager Soul, Part 3rd. Jan was the approved writer for the Touchstone Hollywood pictures. She stays in Pacific Palisades, California. Mr. Greg Martin is said to be the author of the story titled The Buddha in Your Mirror. Zan lives in Los Angeles. Now, introduction of the lesson. The story highlights the thin difference between a house and a home. While a house is a building where people live, a home is a place where a family lives together, sharing a unique bond of love and oneness. The narrator's house gets destroyed by fire and he gets a new house. Then he realizes that his home is the one built by the love and affection of his family and loved ones. Love and affection of his family and loved ones is precious. Now, the summary of the lesson: a house is not a home. In this story, Zan Godioso narrates his own story when he used to be a teenager. He joins a new high school and finds it difficult to adjust to new place and make new friends. So he feels lonely and isolated. He misses his old friends, teachers, and of course the old school where he was leading a very comfortable student life. One Sunday afternoon, while his mother is stoking the fire to keep the house warm and comfortable, he suddenly notices smoke pouring in through the seams of ceiling. Soon the smoke fills the room and flames begin to engulf the roof. Panic-stricken, the author and his mother make their way outside in great haste. The author runs to the neighbor to call the fire brigade, while his mother rushes into the burning house to collect important documents and some photos of his late father. The author is terrorized to see his mother taking such a big risk and screams at her. In the meantime, the fire brigade arrives and his mother is saved. Suddenly he realizes that his pet cat is missing. He has seen her nowhere. He falls into deep depression. The firefighters take 5 hours to put out the fire completely. The author's house is almost completely burned down, so he suddenly goes to his grandparents' house with his mother. Next day, when he goes to school wearing the previous day's dress and borrowed shoes, he feels embarrassed. He is very sad and feels insecure. His old school, his friends, his house, and his cat all have gone away. After school that day, he comes to the place where his house once stood and is shocked to see the damage. Whatever hadn't burned was destroyed by water and chemicals the fighters used to put out the fire. He has lost everything except the photo albums, documents and some other personal items. And the loss of his pet cat makes him so uneasy. The news of the fire spreads quickly in the author's new school. Everyone, including the teacher, is deeply grieved and comes to his help with books, clothes and school supplies. The author's heart moves from within to see all this. He is overcome by emotion. People who had never spoken to him before are coming up to him with some kind of help. In the process, he is able to make friends and so is happy and relieved. A month later, the author is watching his house being rebuilt with his friends. Suddenly a woman comes to him with his cat. His joy knows no bounds. He leaps out and grabs his pet out of the woman's arms. He holds her close to him and cries in happiness. His friends also hug the cat and jump around. It is a great day for the author. The feeling of loss and tragedy vanish at once. He feels grateful for his life, his friends and kindness of the woman who brings his cat and his happiness back to him. So these are the difficult words. You can write it down. Okay, that's what in today's lesson. Thank you.